All right. I gave myself a little early birthday gift. I got Talon. He's a beast. I love him. This is only going to be the first part of it, but I had so excited about it, I had to make a video as fast as possible. Let's just get into it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick, calling it in-depth wouldn't be fair because it's not quite in-depth, but I'm still going to call it in-depth. So let's just say part one of an in-depth guide on Talon because I got him ahead of time. It's the first time I've ever gotten one of those packs, and I'm happy that I did because he's an absolutely incredible tune. I only have him L2. I can't wait till I get the rest of the frags from Siege to see what I can do with them. But in any case, I got him. I want to do a video because I had a lot of fun with him. So also I have a different camera setup. So if you see my eyes wandering in different places, like hopefully, I got another birthday gift from my lady. Thank you, my lady. She doesn't know she's working right now. But anyway, so trying to work on the camera setup. So if my eyes are a little bit distracted, please forgive me. But in any case, so got Talon, absolutely love him. I'm gonna hop right into his kit. I tried to go ahead and ring out as much of his stuff as I possibly could. Oh, by the way, when you see the bat ears, that's who's holding the phone. It's the Batman. So when you see the bat ears, you know what's up. All right, anyway, so on his A1, Talon of the Owls. Damage to a single target, 50% plus damage if enemy is in the bat family. I love that, like that additional little just add in. I wish they would do that with more characters, like like Lex versus Superman, additional 20% damage or something like that, because I like that little twist that they put into his kit. Apply for bleeds. If Talon has true sight, execute Talon of the Owls once more. I went ahead and took that legendary point. I'll explain all that later. Then slashing and dive. So slashing dive, sorry. Damage to a single enemy, applies 4 agility down, and then the legendary point, if the target is bleeding, deals 5% true damage per bleed, max 10. Now, I did listen to the WROL broadcast. They did an in-depth review of Talon. It was 2D Tron, and then Hate Mail, and they were talking about how on this ability, when you take the legendary point, actually he does the damage first, and then the true damage comes after the fact, and that it actually can hit pretty hard. When I first got him, I experimented with the A2. Like before I did any of the legendary points, I did the A3 legendary first. Then to decide what I wanted to do with the next legendary point, I went ahead and played with him a little bit, and it seemed like the A2 wasn't hitting that hard, and I was like, so a multiple of crap is still crap, so I didn't do it. But they say that it hits relatively hard, so well, I mean, when I get the rest of his frags, I'm gonna take him L4 because the plan is to take him L4. Then I'll find out. So then, Flurry of Knives. Heavy damage to all enemies. Applies 4 bleed. Purge all immunities before damage, which is exactly what you needed, exactly what I needed to get rid of those terrorists, to get rid of those Green Lanterns. All that debuff immunity. Apparently, he's great against Superman as well, removing the death immunities. You got to remember all the immunities. So not just or for me, not just the major ones like debuff immunity that keep me from doing like my debuffs that I love so much, but also when you have like a death immunity that's just sitting on a power girl and you can't get rid of it, for example, or you have all those immunities that stack up on soups, damage immunity gets removed. So that's pretty freaking useful. Then Electrum in Blood. Passive ability, gain 30% true heal at the start of his turn, gain 3 mins, and then on the legendary point, which is one, I think, this is the one I'm going to take when I go L3. This will be my 3rd legendary point. That is, whenever Talon reaches 0 HP, 30% chance plus 15% per bleeding enemy to gain 30% true heal, which absolutely love that. It's going to make him incredibly hard to kill. My focus was more on the debuff immunities and then attacking twice on the bleeds. Albeit now, if I had to give advice, I would rather have the 4. I would rather have the A4P1. So I would rather go 3, 4, 1, 2, and then the 5th legendary point last. Albeit I think the 5th legendary is still really good. So if you want to take a L5, go for it. Passive ability, 70% chance to gain 1 true sight at the start of his turn. If any bleeding enemy attack, 75% chance to execute Talon of the Owls against attacker. And that's any bleeding enemy against any of your allies. I didn't realize that until I saw him just like randomly attacking, and I was like, what are you doing? And I realized, oh, that thing. I thought it was just when it attacks him, but it's if it attacks anybody on the team. Then next, if Talon has True Sight, purge 4 buffs on the bleeding attacker. And this, I want to say, was it? It might have been 2D Tron who said it. Someone else might have said it. I cannot remember because they also did a video or they did a podcast with the Court of Owls. That's the one of the alliances. And they made a really good point, which on the A5 is a good ability. However, if I'm only worried about purging the immunities, purging 4 more buffs is great, fantastic. However, that can be last for me. That can be last. I'm not really too worried about it. So overall, absolutely love this kit. Now what we're going to do is just shift things over and get straight to the videos. So now here's the thing. All the videos end up being very, very fast. So because like the setups that I had were setups that I was actually looking at, that I actually picked up from watching Arawa or listening to the podcast. So some of the compositions are a little too effective. Can we say that? All right, so you have Aquaman. King Shark apparently runs well under him because he does lay down bleeds on that A3, which the reason why that's important is because King Shark will ramp. Laying down those bleeds is awesome. So he purges the immunities, and then before his damage, like it says in the kit, he will lay down the bleeds, and then that gets everything else going for your Dr. Poisons, for your King Sharks, for your other tunes that benefit off of bleeds. So right off the bat, he's laying down those bleeds, and so if they got a chance to do anything, King Shark's gonna ramp up with Empower Strength ups, and it's game over. But as you can see, that apparently there were a lot of bleeds laid down by Bizarro as well. Yo, this whole thing happened too fast for me to pay attention to. I look up at the camera, everybody gone. I'm going back a little bit. So we got Donna. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and like analyze this for real. All right, so we got Donna Troy. She opens up with her A2, of course. King Shark stuns Donna Troy. That's fine. I would have rather him stunned Spectre, but I am running this on auto. So then there's enough bleeds on them, and their health has gone down enough to where they're going to just all fall based on bleeds, actually. So based on the bleeds that Talon laid down in the first place, on top of the bleeds that Bizarro put down, yeah, that's basically it. Now we're going to end up in a situation here where Superman has, as you can see, all the death immunity, all the death immunity, all the death immunity. Basically, on this situation, all I'm doing is waiting for Talon's A3 to come back around. And when that does, then we can remove all those immunities. Actually, they already fell off, so that wasn't even an issue. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right, cool. I'm complaining about what? For who? For why? All right, let's go to the next video. Let's see, who do we have? Okay, so this is that same like setup again. Now put Martian Manhunter at first because Talon is stupid slow. I'm gonna go into his stats and things when I do the part 2 of his video, but I think he's like 80th in terms of speed, so he is dumb slow. You're not gonna be. You need a Martian Manhunter for some of the compositions. Like this team just wipes. I can't even talk to you guys and go through these videos at the same time because it's so devastating. Like, it's ridiculous. So basically, Martian Manhunter is here to give us a turn meter up. We need the turn meter up because Talon is extremely slow. You have King Shark, who's going to benefit from the bleeds and empower strength ups. He's going to go before Talon. I would like to use the A3 from King Shark if I was going manual to stun the most dangerous of the group. But if there's debuff immunity up, you're not really going to get a chance to do that. So then you would probably want to open up with the A2. Then you have Bizarro. Bizarro is a pretty tanky taunter. He can hold his own, but he also has an AoE attack that lays down bleeds. Chemo has something very similar to that as well. So just so you guys know, like the way that I'm trying to build this up, and now I can actually watch what happens. All right, so of course open up with the A3 from King Shark because I went on auto. That stuns Lex. A1 from Bizarro on Lex for some reason. Then see, like. Yo, and now King Shark is ramping up. We got more bleeds down from Bizarro. And then if Mr. Miracle gets a turn and doesn't die, look at all the empowered strength ups that ends up on King Shark. Like, I mean, honestly, it's a testament to Mr. Miracle that he lasted that long. Maybe I should level him up. Like, that was stupid. Absolutely dumb. All right, next. Okay. So for this setup, we did it a little bit differently, but this is part of one of the main goals, and that is Green Lantern is going to lay down debuff immunity from the start, 2 turns. This is a scenario where I wanted to really use Talon. It was going to be Green Lantern or it was going to be Terra. Basically, what I'm going to do is lay down, having Cheetah. Is everything okay? What happened? There's a situation with Olympia and my lady right now, and she's snorting a bit and laughing. Oh, I just realized. Okay, so you guys can obviously see it, but not see it. I have green screen behind me. She's never seen the green screen before, and the way that I have it full on behind the scenes, I'm not gonna even cut any stuff out. I have like clothespins that we use to put up our clothes, you know? I have them like up here in the back, and she's literally about to go like apoplectic, laughing at it. Like she's literally like I can hear the snot in her nose that she's laughing so hard right now. So just so you guys know, real life. Oh my god! But to be fair to her, it does look like you don't see it because you know, like you see me like with the background and everything. You don't see it, but it does look goofy as hell. I gotta be real. It does look goofy as hell. Anyway, but it's all for you. My lady's laughing at me because of you. I'm the unsexiest man on the planet. All right, so now, anyway, getting back to it. Cheetah gives that turn meter up that we're looking for. King Shark here is going to be kind of an issue because he's going to open up with his A3 if you're doing the auto teams. He's going to open up with his A3, and that means that he's not going to be able to stun anybody. We're not really too worried about it in this scenario unless we were looking at trying to avoid an Arcus, for example, or we're not trying to ramp up an Azrael. Then that's where it becomes a problem. Then you're going to have, of course, Bizarro as a taunter who can also lay down AoE bleeds. And then Talon, the problem is Talon is when things Talon is when things are supposed to get real, basically, because he's going to remove all the debuff immunity. So it might be even more beneficial for me if I was going to run a manual team to run him with Red Robin so I can give him that turn meter off rip, and then he can go ahead and remove all the debuff immunity. Then goes King Shark, then goes Bizarro, and. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I went ahead and I attacked Arcus, which is probably kind of bold on my point from my side of things. And what would have happened, what should have happened there, or what I'd like to have happened was if King Shark had stunned Arcus on the A3 and then gone after Spectre, so that way Arcus wouldn't have had a chance to retaliate. He didn't retaliate in the first place. Talon goes, uses his AoE attack, takes out Spectre and Black Flash just to double check. Because it happens so freaking fast. Like, the way this is all set up, it goes. And because Talon is strength-based, and he's getting... King Shark is also strength-based. He's already getting strength ups from Cheetah. Talon, strength-based. He's getting strength ups from Cheetah. That's why those AoEs were able to wipe out Black Flash and Spectre so quickly. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, on to the next one. Okay, this is where I got kind of cocky. I got a little bit arrogant because I was like, look. Okay, so basically... same kind of AoE wipeout. What you want to have happen here is she's literally going to take a picture of me right now with the clothespins. So literally what you want to have happen here is you have Martian Manhunter who's going to get a turn meter up. Talon is slightly faster than than Dr. Poison. So Talon is going to do his AoE removal of the debuff immunity, and then Dr. Poison goes in with her AoE bleed attack. But then the plus side about it is Dr. Poison is going to hit harder because her AoE attack is based on the number of bleeds on the enemy. So there's going to be bleeds laid down by Talon in the first place. Then she gets to attack with her AoE attack. So... and this is not an original composition. This is one that I definitely picked up. Somebody from ROL broadcast, I can't even remember. I'm rewinding as you guys see it. I can't even remember who it was, but this is not an original composition that I made by myself. So, Martian Manhunter, Talon, remove all the debuff immunity. Dr. Poison goes next, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was that. And that was me getting a little bit cocky, but there was a reason. You can put whoever you want in that fourth spot, but I didn't want to waste time. Oh, this one is also very specific, and this battle lasted even shorter amount of time. So I have to pause it because right now, this battle here, 16 seconds are left on the video. The first 6 seconds were just a screen trying to load. Okay, so what we have here. Martian Manhunter, the enemy team has Cheetah. So I dropped in Brainiac because Brainiac also gives a 18% turn meter up even when he's off lead. So now I have 20% from Martian Manhunter, 18% from Brainiac. Then, regardless of what they do, Talon's going to go before Dr. Poison. Talon removes all that debuff immunity. Dr. Poison finishes the job. So, let's watch the next 16 seconds. All right, with my Eddie Murphy laugh. Oh, they didn't even have debuff immunity, so I was just stunting on them for no reason. They didn't even have debuff immunity. They didn't even have, and now my other guest star here. My other guest star here. What's up? You wanna say what's up? You wanna say what's up? You look different in this light. You wanna say what's up? Hey. All right, so now we're going to pause again because what's left in this fight is 33 seconds. So basically, same setup, but now I've put Brainiac and then Red Hood. I put Brainiac in that position to maintain that turn meter up for everybody at the start of battle, but then Red Hood is in there because then if anyone dies, then the turn meter of everyone is going to be reset back to 0. You have still Talon there to remove the debuff immunity, which isn't there, so now I have him there just to lay down AoE bleeds. You have Dr. Poison there for her AoE attack, and the other big plus about Red Hood is that he does have an AoE bleeds attack as well. I guess if you wanted to, you could put Cassandra Cain in there, but it just feels like, what's the point? Red Hood gives me 2 things, reset turn meter and AoE bleeds. So he just seems like the better option there. Brainiac's gonna give me the turn meter up that I need. So let's see what happens next. So AoE bleeds from Red Hood, AoE bleeds from Talon. You know, Brainiac gonna do something. I don't know, nothing that's worth a damn thinking about. And then you're gonna have the AoE attack from Dr. Poison coming up, hopefully soon. Castaway Green Arrow, that reduction of turn meter bothers me. But everybody else is gone now, so we got a good look going. All right, I think maybe there's one more battle and that's it, or was that the last one? I don't know. All right, so this I think is the last one. All right, and this battle actually lasted a bit long. Wait, was this the last one? Or was this the first one? Because I think this was the first one where I had Donna Troy. And this is the thing. These battles went so freaking fast, bro. Did I just say bro? I'm not even... I shouldn't be broing. All right, anyway. So, yeah, this is back to the first battle. So, it's already looped itself back around. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it a video here. Just as like basically a preview of Talon. This is going to be my part 1 of the in-depth guide. I'm going to play with him a lot more during the week. So hopefully my next guide on him, which will come out next week, will be, I don't know, even more combinations, even more synergies. But I'm so happy to have Talon. Like on my birthday month, he came out. Like that, that makes me so happy. So stay tuned later this week. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for week 4 of the free-to-play series. Also, are you guys enjoying the free-to-play series? I'm going to put a poll up, or at least a question up on the site and the community tab to ask if you guys are even enjoying the free-to-play series. I think you are, but I want to get some of your feedback on it. Then coming up, we will have... I'm going to do a Jace Fox revisit after I get him for my free-to-play account. In fact, it might be a mix of the two together because I feel like I might have been unfair to Jace Fox when I first dealt with him. Then we have Catwoman coming up and Hush in-depth guys coming up. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.